my wife was a comedian, and when she was in hospice, we spent a lot of time. I mean, I would say I spent the vast majority of the 2 years that my wife was aware of her metastatic cancer, trying to make her laugh, and there was a lot of fun times in that, and there was a lot of laughter in that. I mean, when she was in hospice, you know, um, when we were trying to lift her on the Hoyer lift to use the restroom, uh, she requested that we sing theme songs from 80s comedy shows like The Brady Bunch, Facts of Life, Cheers, and we sang those songs. We belted them out. See, that's grief too, and especially if we're thinking about grief in terms of its utility for social change. I think it's incumbent upon us to understand as movement leaders, that sorrow, melancholia, it's an important emotion to understand, but it's the transformation, it's the engagement of that emotion, and the acknowledgement that joy is also present in grief. That's what becomes a motive force. That's what becomes
Mm.
a mobilizing energy. If we want people's grief to turn into action, if we want it to transform into agency, we can't only engage with it as sorrow.
Mm. And
That's
that's
not going to work.
right. And that's different from that like binary of you're all healed and everything is ducky and you find the gifts in what's happened to you versus like collapsed in a corner in despair. I think especially if you've just lost somebody or you just received a devastating diagnosis, it could be easy to hear what you just said as don't stay in sorrow, don't stay sad, make something out of it. And that's actually not what I hear you saying.
Not at all. In fact,
Yeah.
I'm sad every day,
Mhm.
and I will be sad for the rest of my life. And I think that any Black person in America is sad most days. I think that you can't be an immigrant in this country and not be sad. Sadness is a critical, crucial part of acknowledging the reality of our conditions. So I believe in sorrow. I believe in the night. I am 100% a fan of the truth. I think that the difference is that joy is also the truth. And the point is not to exclude sorrow, it's to include joy. It's to include anger. It's to allow ourselves the full range of what acknowledging loss means.